Hi guys, and welcome to Snowy Grounds texture pack for Blender, but of course you can use the textures in any software you wish. So let's just jump into Blender right now. I have a scene opened. This is the file you will get in the product, and everything is set up. So all the textures are set up as a material, and when you open the file, there's just a plane and all the materials can be previewed on that plane. You just have to go into material settings and they're all attached right here. So I'm just gonna show you all the materials right now so you can decide whenever you like it or not. And I hope you do, because we are right now also on the Black Friday sale. So let's get into it. So snow detailed is just a generic snow, or generic, but I really am proud of these textures. There's actually 5 variations of these textures in the product. So when you actually go into snowy grounds, this is what you get. Snowy grounds folder, you go into textures and snow 001 detailed. You have 5 variations, which means it's the same texture, but it has different seed. It's generated differently in Substance Designer. So that's very cool. So you can have a variety here. Second one is Dirty Ditches. Let's see. I'm also previewing on a bit lower setting for the sake of the overview. Very cool one. Few islands, some square-like ditches. Really fun texture. Winter Fantasy, one of my favorites. It's kind of a, you can use it in a realistic setting, but it kind of has like this fantasy vibe, maybe in some kind of cartoonish way can be used. Very cool. Love this texture. I will use it a lot because I love it. Next we have Pebbles, and Pebbles is another texture that has variants, and it's not just a seed, but I actually have 4 styles of this texture, 4 variants. This is the first one, no snow. This is the second one, a bit of snow. Okay, let it load in. Just a bit of snow. And variant 3 is medium snow, so it's gonna be a bit more covered right now. So this is actually a real texture, but I added the snow. And then the 4th variant is full snowy pebbles. There's a bit of a bumpiness. It's all nicely covered. So let's see. Let's move on to Leaves and Dunes. This is actually one I finished recently. I kind of like it. It has real leaves, real hay from the fall, and of course it's covered in the snow dunes. Let's go into next one, which is Asphalt. The Asphalt one is again 2 styles. One has just the asphalt without snow, and then the variant 2 should have snow. I think I clicked on the right one. Yeah, there we go. So snow, a bit frozen, frost there from puddles. Like that one as well. Next one is Islands and Creek. Let's see what this one is. It should be... Okay, this one is kind of very covered. So I called it creeks because the creeks are kind of covered in the snow as well. But let's go into the 8th one. So we have 11. Oh, this one is cool. Yeah, islands, and again frozen lake. A bit of frost on the sides. Really like it as well. Let's say Puffy. Okay, so 9th one. We have 11, which are focused on the snow, and then a few more. But let's see. Puffy Tiny Islands. This one is also cool. And yeah, so again kind of frozen white lake, and then you've got like those small let me okay, I don't know where I went. Okay, there we go. Small like puffy, oh my god, where's the camera? There we go. So it's kind of puffy. Okay, so the preview will not be ideal, but there's like small kind of covered rocks type of texture. There we go. You can see it a bit now. There we go. And let's move on to 10th one, which is again two variants. So I really advise you go through that folder and see where you can find, I mean, they're all attached here, but you know, have a look through the folder structure as well. This one is another cool one with a bit more height of the snow. So Puffy Islands again, and this one has two styles. The second one is with a bit of a lake, with a bit of a water. Let's have a look. There we go. Kind of crispy. And again, I'm previewing all those textures at twice lower, yeah, divided by 2. It's at 2 pixels. It's not 1 to 1 pixel. It's twice as low quality, just for the sake of the preview, so actual textures look a bit better. I mean, more amazingly better. All right, so by the way, all the textures are 4K seamless. You can scale them up with all they have the same node setup, so it's all clear here. You can quickly change the height if you would like to, and all the maps are here, and you can quickly scale them right here on the coordination node. So yeah, let's move on. Very muddy snow. Okay, this is the last one from the textures that focus mainly on the snow. And there we go, it's very grimy, kind of weird style. It's kind of glossy, so it looks like there's a bit of mud, bit of mud, bit of water in here. Again, smaller preview, that's why it looks kind of low res. But let's go. So yeah, I just showed you 11 main textures, and let's just see some photo scans. So those are the ones that I actually took myself. I took basically pictures with DSLRs. So some fall leaves with grass, early fall. Then we've got some pines, some needles. Let it load in, boom, right here. You can obviously tweak the height, but I try to keep it subtle depending on the project. Again, bit more ground, fall leaves. That's a third one I'm already previewing. Then we've got beach rocks. This is a procedural that I created from scratch. And let's see, muddy rocks with water. Oh, this one is, oh, I like it as well. It's very cool. Has a bit of a water, kind of a sharp rocks. Again, preview quality. And then this one, I just told myself, okay, let's just do something completely different. So I just kind of made the Sahara Desert kind of themed material texture. So I really like it. This one can be used with a very steep height. As you can see, I used it in one of the preview renders I did. I love it. It's like kind of a, I mean, kind of, it should be dry, but I don't know, I just went with a water style. And yeah, so every texture is made, it has the base to it, but also there are details. You will not see it right now in the preview, but there's like a nice coat of detailed noise, so it looks kind of organic. And many textures have actual photo scanned pictures on top of them a bit to kind of break out that it's just a noise. So there is a bit of research in this product, and it's not just, you know, a bunch of stuff thrown together. I actually tried my best to make it quality, kind of feel more organic as possible. So yeah, we have sand. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, I did cover the main 11 from the pack that features snow mostly. Then we have, I think, 6, let me just check. Yes, 11 snow themed, 6 fall themed, and then we've got HDRI maps. Let's see. I'm just gonna quickly preview them right here for you guys. Kind of proud of them because sometimes it's hard to get good preview, good snow HDRIs because they actually cost a lot. So those are JPEG quality 4K maps, and I really like them. I really like them. Just a side note, try to not use like a summer HDRI with this product. I mean, you can, but you know, I try to do that like a dummy, and come on, you're using a summer HDRI picture with a snowy texture. It doesn't really work. So make sure you try overcast HDRIs first, or just a sky by itself. Otherwise you might get some weird results. And I will actually just quickly help you to make sure to set up your blender correctly. The file should be set up correctly, but if not, make sure you're using, if you go to your material, double check that is always true displacement. When you're using those textures on an object, make sure you have a subdivision modifier on with adaptive selected on 1 pixel, and you also control the final quality of your render in this tab, in the render tab. Scroll down, geometry and subdivision rate. Render by 1 pixel gives you 1-to-1 result. And if you go down, so as you can see, we've been previewing this whole pack at 3 pixels, so it's, I think, divided by 3 or even more, because 2 pixels is actually twice as low. So 1 pixel is 1-to-1 ratio, it's the actual final image. And then I encourage you to preview a bit lower for faster work. And yeah, I think that's it. I did include a bit of a note here. I hope I didn't ramble on too long, but I hope this gave you a bit of more clear idea on how the pack looks, and make sure to use it with the Black Friday deal. So $4.99. Thank you for watching, and bye bye. Happy renders.